We just got done watching The Boys season 4 season finale. Holy shit. That was quite the fucking episode. The whole team went down. They've all been captured other than Butcher. And of course Butcher has the virus, so it's a good thing he didn't get captured yet. But I mean, now he's working with the symbiote that's inside of him, and now he's not even sick anymore. He's perfectly healthy. And he told him that too. He's like, I can get rid of that for you. I can get rid of all those feelings. And so
Yep.
now he's just like, all right, let's just fucking do it.
Well, you notice they only captured the humans. They only captured Huey, Frenchie, and MM. They let Starlight go. She flew off, and Kimiko, they didn't take her.
Yeah,
So
why was that? Why did they not take them?
yeah, yeah, that's part, I guess, part of the cliffhanger, right? I mean,
Yeah.
'cause you would think if now that Homelander has an army of Supes now, an official government approved army of Supes, yeah, it's interesting that they just took the 3 humans of the group and left the other 2 behind, which and then we hear, I mean, I think that wasn't that like one of the first times we've heard Kimiko actually speak
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
show,
That was
right?
like
I
I
mean,
think the first time. And you saw Kate Dunlap and the other guy, I forgot his name, from Gen V.
yep,
Which means that I would imagine Gen V season 2 would be the next step in the storyline, because I would imagine those characters are going to be the ones who break out of where they're being held, and maybe
mhm,
they're the ones who are going to free the rest of the team of the boys in order to kind of fight back against Vought. Because if they can align themselves with the team from Gen V, then they have their own team of
yeah.
superheroes to kind of fight against Homelander's fucking army of superheroes.
Yep, yep. Well, what do you think so okay, so I think one of the other surprising aspects we got up on is with Ryan, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he let that anger take over and, so to speak, killed another innocent, right? And someone, and it wasn't just any innocent. I mean, someone very close to him ever since he's been born. So that was interesting.
Hmm.
Where and I wonder though if I was expecting a little bit more for Ryan's character, especially being the final episode. Because I mean, he really wasn't even in all that much, and we didn't see. And then prediction wrong, we didn't see A Train at all. Wasn't in the
No.
episode, so he obviously made it out. And I'm sure then we'll either. I wonder if he's gonna be like a sacrificial lamb at the beginning of season 5, right?
He
The
might
first
he might
episode too.
be. He might be. I mean, Victoria Newman is fucking dead.
Yep.
He fucking ripped her ass in half, which was like, holy shit. On top of that, I mean, I thought the daughter, I was like, wait, is she knocked out? And I guess she was, because later on you see her go into the Red River Institute. So there
Yep.
she's basically locked up. We don't know where her what's her name? Her father. He's not
Edgar.
really her father. Yeah, Edgar. We
Yep.
don't know where he's at. So he's somewhere doing something. And I would imagine what he's doing is something that they came up with as like a failsafe in
Yep.
case this were to happen. And it could be the fact that at the end of, let's say, Gen V season 2, if that is what comes next, he might be the one that ends up getting them out of their lockup, and
Yeah.
then he's in control. And it could be that Edgar becomes like the Charles Xavier of
Of the
the
boys.
Gen V, yeah, the Gen V team, who's
Yeah.
gonna help save the boys. Let me check into Gen V season 2 to see when and if it's even gonna. I mean, I know it's gonna happen, but
Well, yeah, because then we also, I mean, the other thing, obviously, the ending, hell yeah. So we got confirmation, official confirmation that Soldier Boy is. I mean, that couldn't have been any bigger of a confirmation. He's coming back for season 5.
yeah.
Now, now again, if they're gonna, I know season 5, it's the last season. I'm wondering if they're going to go full on Game of Thrones style, like nobody is safe. If you die, you die, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't want to see Soldier Boy go down. Just for the simple fact we only had him for 1 season, and it wasn't even the full season of season 3. So it'd be interesting to see maybe if him and Ryan team up to take Homelander down. That'd be
Mhm.
interesting, an interesting take. But to your point earlier, I mean, we now know Butcher has the only virus that's been, cocktail that we know he wants to use it on Homelander. So I mean, if that's the case, you got 3 people going after Homelander in
Yeah.
season 5. But again, he's got an army now of Supes, so that will be interesting to see, how they can even get to Homelander now if he has a full on army protecting him.
Well, I mean, they foreshadowed it pretty well, and you called it immediately. The only way they're going to get to Homelander is they have to infect Firecracker,
Mm-hmm.
and then he would drink the milk, which would then transfer the virus into him.
Yep.
And I think that is what they're going to ultimately do. That's what they're going to lead you to believe that's what they're going to do, and then that's going to get fucked over. I don't know, but I think that's the best chance because if you can't make it airborne, then you
Yep.
have to be able to like feed it to him, and that's the best way to do it is through Firecracker. The only thing is that other than the characters that the Noir and the Deep and fucking maybe Sister Sage.
Well,
Nobody
Sister
else.
Stage she made a if you caught the statement she made when she says, you don't something to the effect of, look for in like the phase 2 of her plan. I mean, what's that about? Right.
I know, and I love that she said phase 2, kind of like how the MCU has like phase 1,
Yep.
phase 2, phase 3. But we know that Ashley is still loose somewhere. I doubt that she's still in Vought Tower, and she took Compound V, so now she's gonna have abilities as well. She might be the one who comes forward and tells them, hey, like he's been drinking her fucking milk. But I don't know if she knows that or not, but I'm pretty sure that she does. Because I mean, she was straight up Firecracker were serving that milk right there in the middle of their meeting. So everyone in that room knows about it. Now
Yep.
it's a matter of how is that going to get to Butcher and the others so that they can take down Homelander.
Well, if you also notice when he drank it and he said cilantro. So and I only bring that up because if they do go this route in season 5, he'll obviously be able to taste something, right? He'll be able to
That's
say, wait a
true.
minute, this doesn't taste this is gonna sound bad. This doesn't taste normal. Like
Yeah,
this
exactly.
isn't what you've been producing. Why does this taste different?
Yeah. But I
So
think that's probably the best way to get to him.
yeah.
And maybe what that does is instead of killing him, it weakens him, which allows Ryan to basically defeat him or be able to stand up to him because he's not at full strength. And so that's that could be one of the ideas for next season, the final season. But man, like they're all fucked. The president elect is arrested. Newman is dead, and essentially they played right into what was supposedly Sister Sage's plan all along.
Yeah.
And he
So
was like, well, "Go ahead."
no. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, and like this entire time, he's like, "Why would you why would you come back? Why?" It was almost like she knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And she just kind of let it happen because she's like, well, this is part of the plan. And there were elements of her plan that she could not tell him because she knew that he would fucking blow it.
Yeah, well, the one thing that we've been waiting for, and I'm glad that we did get to see it before the season ended, is what is inside of Butcher. And we had a prediction when we saw the rabbit.
Yeah.
Remember when they came out of the rabbit and on the farm, and we thought, wait a minute, that's probably what's inside of Butcher. And I'm just glad we got to see it,
Yeah.
pretty much at its full, probably not at its full strength, but we did get to get a glimpse of it.
I mean, he did the like I call it the symbiote, but the symbiote basically told him like, "Hey, look, like you don't have to feel this way. Like you don't have to feel sick. You don't have to feel weak. I can make all that go away." And he finally succumbed to the offer and saying, "Yeah, let's just fucking do it. We
let's
can't
do it."
trust Ryan. Look, he just fucking lashed out and killed Grace."
Yep.
I was like, "Holy shit!" So she's dead. I mean, you heard the crack, and then her neck was broken too when she was
Yep.
laying there. So she's dead, which is fine because I mean it's not fine, but I mean her character I think had kind of served her purpose.
Yeah, definitely.
And now this is the crazy part is that now they have fully revealed that he has control over or he has the body of Soldier Boy. Now, what is it going to do with Soldier Boy? I mean, is he going to bring him back and try to be his son? I don't know. Last time they met, they tried to kill each other. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Soldier Boy. But I'm glad to know that he's coming back. I knew he was going to come back for the final season, and I'm pretty sure when the season starts, he's going to be there ready to rock.
Well, in season 5, they're also bringing in Jared Padalecki. as well.
Is that confirmed that
Yeah,
he's gonna be?
yeah, that's been confirmed. He is coming in. They just haven't confirmed what, character or what his role will be. But
Right.
from last I read, he's been confirmed for season 5, which is interesting because I mean, him and Jensen, I mean, had what,
Right.
15 years, 15 seasons, and for Supernatural.
That
So it
show went on a lot longer than I ever thought it would too.
so that show was originally only, not to get on to Supernatural, but that show was originally only supposed to make it through season 4. And that's where it was supposed to. And if you watch it through season 4 and see how season 4 ended, that was supposed to be it.
And
But
then it just kept on
because of the
going.
popularity, obviously kept it going. But it'll be interesting
Yeah.
to see if when they bring in Jared, if he's gonna be kind of working with Soldier Boy, or if he's gonna be like a nemesis of Soldier Boy, right? So, and that's even if he's a
Yeah.
soup, right? I mean,
That's
obviously if he's
even
a
if it's a
soup.
soup, yeah.
So
Because Jeffrey D. Morgan was also in that show. He played their
correct.
father.
He played the father, and
Yeah.
also was the president elect, Bobby. He was Bobby
Mhm.
Singer in that show. So
Yeah.
it was, I mean, that's 4 major characters. From
Yeah,
Supernatural
he's using a
that they
lot of the
brought
old,
in.
and Kripke obviously was one
Was part
behind
of that.
Supernatural. Yeah.
Yeah,
So he's bringing
but
all
yeah,
of his crew back.
but I was
Um,
I'm just glad that we're going to see Soldier Boy again in the last season, because I was really hoping that they would not miss that opportunity, because again, I don't think he was used as necessary for season 3, but I still think that there's a lot more that can be done with the character.
And I did check online. It is showing that season 2 for Gen V is in production now. They had halted
Okay.
production because Chance Perdermo, who played Andre Anderson, he died in real life. So I think they had to figure out how to rework the story to where because they're not going to recast the character. They're just going to work into the story that he died somehow, some way. So maybe, they filmed some of the episodes and then they're going to have him die off. I'm not sure. But at this point now, the only chance for the team of the boys to actually do anything is if the team from Gen V is able to escape and kind of join them.
Yeah.
And we saw Starlight fucking flew away with her new flying ability.
I was gonna say that's the first time we've seen her do that. We haven't seen her do
Yeah,
that
she
before.
done it before, but it was really shitty.
Yeah. In
But
the office. They were doing it in the office,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
they her new flying ability that I think they learned from Invincible from what's her name, Adam Eve. They were like, hey,
Mhm.
that's cool, she could do that, which gives her a cool new element to use. But Gen V is definitely up next, because I mean, you saw the characters from Gen V. You saw Kate Dunlap, who's a telepath controlling Frenchie, and then the other guy, what was his name? I had it up here. Oh, it's not there anymore. But he's super powerful as well. His name is Sam, and he's extremely powerful. So they still have Jordan Lee, they still have Emma, and they still have Marie as part of the other soups that are being held captive. So we'll see what happens with them and how they connect to the boys season 5, which probably won't be here for another 2 years. I would imagine they're going to film this season next year and then have it ready for 2026 to wrap things up.
Man, so much can happen between now and then. I mean, preferably, I wish they would just somehow figure out how to start filming towards the end of this year and drop it around the same time next year they did this, like around, June,
That'd
July.
be cool.
That'd be
fucking cool.
I think that would be the most, I mean, to keep the momentum going. I mean, a year out, I think that's sufficient, right? I mean, that's how most old school TV shows were doing it. To put it out 2 years,
I mean,
I think you lose that momentum. So
you have a lot of name actors, and on top of that, all the special effects they have to work in as well. So, and if they're doing Gen V right now, they're probably going to do Gen V, have that come out next summer, and then after that, the Boys season 5, the summer after that of 2026.
Yeah.
Kubin writes, are we speculating that Ryan is dead or possibly held captives? Such a crazy ending. I don't think he's dead.
I don't think he's either one. I don't think he's dead nor captive at this point. I mean, it's all we know that what happened is, I mean, he kills Grace and he walks out, and then that's really the last we don't see him again in the episode. So
we don't. But I
maybe he
leads
maybe he's part of like the resistance, right, against Homelander's army.
But I get the feeling that when he left after killing Grace Mallory, I feel like he's gonna leave there and realize and put things together and say, dude, I just fucking killed her. I killed Aunt Grace. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to do that. I didn't have to do that. Why did I do that? And I think he's gonna start realizing that, like, dude, like, I need to have more self control. Like, this was wrong.
Yeah.
While like Homelander would just be like, fuck it, she's dead. She got in my
She's
way.
dead. Yep.
Yeah. But he had that weird look on his face after he killed her, and I wasn't sure what his deal was. He'd almost looked like he enjoyed it, but I'm not sure. I feel like that was meant to kind of throw you off, but I still feel like he's gonna figure it out, and he's gonna be the only one that can stop Homelander.
Well, but I agree. It was very cryptic of
Yeah.
as far as the gaze he was giving. But when we see Butcher walk over there to confirm Grace is dead, then we see him turn around and see, Morgan's character stand there, and we see Jeffrey not Jeffrey, but Butcher kind of nod his head like, yeah, I know what I need to do now. Ryan needs to go. Like he's succumbing not so much to what's ever inside of him, but he's also succumbing to that particular hallucination, because we didn't see his wife at all in this episode, the hallucination of his wife. So unless now that he's kind of just given himself over to what's ever inside of him, and now that's taken over him, and now he's just fully committing to whatever Morgan's plan is just to kill Ryan. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting wait for the final season to see how a lot of this plays out. I just hope. I mean, I'm sure we'll still just get an eight season run. I'm hope they continue to be smart about it and don't rush the episodes, but make sure they start tying off loose ends pretty quickly. Because if you're only going to do 8 episodes, you don't want to wait till like the last 2 or 3 to try to rush everything in and tie everything off, because then I just don't think it's going to flow very well.
And then we got some breaking news. Here we go. Jose Hernandez writes, the showrunner confirmed in an interview that they start filming season 5 in November of this year.
Let's go.
So there's a good chance that we might get both seasons, or Gen V and season 5, next year, which would be pretty cool. So imagine if you had like Gen V in the summer, and then in the fall you had The Boys season 5. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I still feel like it's going to be next summer will be Gen V, and the summer after that will be, The Boys season 5. But I hope I'm wrong. Yeah. Ruthie, thank you. I hope you have an awesome day as well. I know you're just starting your day. I'm just about to end my day. So, guys, that's going to do it for the show. I want to thank everyone who came out here. Sean, again, thank you so much. This was a kick-ass watch party, and we're going to do it again. I got to find a new show. But until then, guys, definitely follow Sean on social media over on X at Nerd Cosa Nostra. You're also on Instagram as well, right?
Yep. Same handle across the board. Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Yep. Awesome. Guys, make sure you go to Nicotina.net. That's the website for the show. All 3 of my channels are located on there. All 3 communities are located on there, and also memberships as well. The best way to help support the channel, or you can be a member on YouTube, or join us over on Patreon. Sean, we'll see what happens in season 5. I can't wait. I can't wait for Gen V season 2.
Yeah.
And when that happens, we'll be right here to bring you all the action for every single episode as these shows become available. But until then, you guys have a wonderful night. Anything else, Sean?
No. I think it was a great season. Looking forward to
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, looking forward to like you said, Gen V season 2, and I'm glad to hear they're going to be doing they're going to start the filming for season 5. So who knows? We might get this next year. We might get a late drop next year, like an August, like an August September drop, which would be nice, because again, that way we kind of go from Gen V right into the last season of the official of the Boys. So that'd be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking kick ass, dude. All right, guys. And until then, we'll see you next time. Peace.